Hi, it's Lucy Hutchison. This is my week 3 project for AOC1. So what I'm going to cover is what I did for the project. I'm going to explain how I used function separation to separate my code in my application, a few things that I think could use more clarification, and what I think could have been done better. As far as what I did for the project, was to, add in the view controller.h, just the header file, the different functions that I had created, and then back on in the view controller.m file, I added in the functions here, and I did use a lot of commenting just to break it up so that it was easier for me. So I did number them. So number 1 was the add function. And here's my code, which is a return add1 plus add2. Then the compare function, which thanks to Jay, he helped me kind of shortcut this code from an if compare 1 then equal yes, if not then it's no, or return yes and then return no. So since he just gave me a shortcut, so thank you, Jay, for kind of clarifying that for me. The append string. So just I followed the instructions and was able to accomplish all of the functions. So we have the compare append function, the display alert with string function, and so I did list, hey, this is the end of my functions, and then back up at the top is where I had actually called the code. And so this is just kind of how I had organized it. And so number 4 was to call the append function with 2 NS strings and then capture that result and display an alert view using the display alert with string function. And so that's what this one is, number 6, and so on and so forth. And so I was able to successfully complete the project, complete with all the appends and the alert view. We can run it and just see that it's working. Right now the compare 1 and 2 are both at 22, so integer 1 is 22, integer 2 is 22, so they are equal. That was what the integer was that I had put in, and then just my alert for the append string. And so let's see if we can find that. Okay, I don't know where I stuck it. There it is. Sorry, that was the append string, and so it's mobile web development, and then rocks was the second half of that. So that's just a little bit of what I've done. What I thought could have used more clarification was the functions, and I was glad that Jay was able to do his presentation on the Google Hangout, because that was something that I wasn't, this is a new language for me, and it was just kind of like, well, how do you do a function in the view controller as opposed to a function in the app delegate, or when it's within another object, and just things like that. I was kind of confused. So that's what I thought needed a little bit more clarification. I did end up just following Wendy's videos, and and just that's it. But sometimes it's good to know why you're doing something instead of just following the video or following the example kind of thing. And so as far as what I thought I could have done better, I could probably move the functions to the top and then the code's at the bottom, as far as just reorganizing it. And then if it wasn't for Jay and his shortcut tip, then I probably would have had that if and else. And so I think it's good to go through and refactor, or at least go through and shorten code where it could be shortened, and still have a successful outcome. So that's pretty much it for my week 3 project. I'm looking forward to week 4. Thanks.